Hii recording ina twist. Imeanza? Ndiye na record. Perfect. So leo another Fun Friday. Nitaanza tu na kuintroduce Fun Friday. I hope nasikika poa. So nitaanza tu na kuintroduce Fun Friday. Fun Friday ni ile session unaongea logo unataka as long as wengine wanaielewa. Then tunaongea vitu serious but in a joking way. Si serious sana but si technical. So hatuongelea vitu technical. Tunaongelea vitu zuri tufanyikia tu job. So nakumbuka why am I forgetting the name? There was a suggestion, and that is the suggestion that we're picking up, ya kutreat Fun Friday kama jobless corner. Yani ushamaliza job, now umeenda tu kupiga story kulikuaje. How was the week? How was everything? So that's how tuna treat hii Fun Friday. So kitu inafanyika for this Fun Friday, ni Tabi anataka kutu explain ya story ya imposter syndrome. So atakuwa naongea, feel free kumuuliza maswali. Don't make it too serious because itakuwa too boring. So naweza tu enda to the next level of this nikianza na kuuliza swali ya to Tabi. Tabi, there's some hiyo webana tulikuwa tunaongelea. So Dev Thomas is someone mwenye amekuwa kikon for almost 50 years. But alikuwa anasema amekuwa na imposter syndrome. Hata leo alikuwa naogopa kutufanyia talk according to what he said. So anasema hata hii talk sikuwa na nini juu, it's the first time napeana talk kama nimekaa. I was not sure kama I was not sure kama nitaweza kudeliver or something. So this is a problem which even if someone who's worked for more than 50 years and I experience. So it's a great topic yenye nataka kuongelea. Just feel free, share with us what you have. Lead to your session venye unataka.
Okay.
Juu ni shida tutaishi nayo I think. Ama unaonaje Tabi?
Sio mtu anasema ati manager. Okay.
Yaani Juma ni akina Juma alafu mimi ni umse.
No, as in Victor anasema ati watu wangu ndio wao wamefika.
So Tabi, just take it over na watu wako tuendelee. Ndio wao. Tulisema. Ama hatukusema. Tabi endelea.
Okay. Let me first introduce myself. Sigu, nitatumia Kizungu ama Kiswahili?
We Kiswahili my friend, tafadhali.
As in
ama kuna wenye unahurumia?
Sasa imposter syndrome kwa Kiswahili ni?
Unaweza ongea share. Ongea share.
Yes. Alafu mute video. Alafu tukuone.
Okay. So okay. Such is a Nigerian gang. So first, okay, so niko confused that anyway. Okay. Okay, good evening everyone. Habari ya jioni kila mtu. Well, my name is Tabi, Developer Students Club Lead, University of Nairobi. Google Translate. Yeah, so I'll be taking us through this imposter syndrome session, and I would hope it's going to be as interactive. Yeah, so feel free to ask any questions along the way. Yeah. And so I'm sure tumesikia about imposter syndrome, I guess, like almost every other time, like people are talking about imposter syndrome. Okay, people are making me laugh already. Okay, so we've heard about imposter syndrome, and we are like, some don't really understand what this is, or some even feel like wanajiekelea, and they're like, I think I have imposter syndrome, where maybe you don't even know what it is. But then in simple terms, imposter syndrome is just the feeling of whereby you feel like you're a fraud, you get? Like, despite your achievements, you feel like you're a fraud, like an imposter. You see, it comes from the word imposter syndrome. You just feel like, no, like this is not me, and you have this fear, you have this internal fear that you're going to be discovered, that you're not really good as you portray yourself to be. You get? It's also a psychological pattern. Yeah, a psychological pattern where you doubt your accomplishments and you have this fear of being discovered. You get? And I feel like most of us have really can really relate to this. Personally, despite me loving to talk about imposter syndrome, I have imposter syndrome. I mean, yes, and when you come to when you think about this issue, you realize that even those those great people out there, and you feel like they don't have it, they do have it. Because one thing I usually believe is once you start achieving things, there is no way you're going to run away from imposter syndrome. You will not experience imposter syndrome if you're not achieving things. Let's be clear on that. Because why would I have to feel like a fraud if I'm not achieving anything, or there's nothing I really accomplished for myself? But the moment you start maybe going to new ventures, discovering new things, you start having this fear of, oh, how long will I sustain this? Or maybe when you get an award and you feel like, the only reason why I got this award, maybe it's because of participation. Maybe it was a certificate of participation, or maybe I got this position because there was no one else to fill in the space, you get? Or you feel like it's some kind of luck, or maybe that particular day things were just going well on your side. You don't feel like your abilities, or it's you or your skills that have really been able to help you get a particular award or task or achieve a particular thing that it is. So yeah. And that's why I say it's something that we get to feel like every feeling. Yeah. So well, this session was mainly how to tackle or how to deal with imposter syndrome. One thing we need to realize is that we cannot exactly we cannot fight it off completely, like how we want to eradicate coronavirus. Yeah. Well, no. Yeah, we can't really like fight this thing. It's there, like it will always be there. So the best way is just learn the ways on how to maybe make it not affect you too much. Because one thing we need to realize is that when you let this get to you, when you let it control you, for some reason, or it might lead you to quitting. It might lead you to stop that particular thing that you're really trying to start out. It might really stop you from that journey of achievements that you are taking in, you get? So yeah, so it's best if you learn how do you call it? Learn how to deal with it or kind of overcome it when you are able to. So now what are some of the ways that we can deal with imposter syndrome? Yeah. So one thing I love saying is complimenting yourself. You get? This thing happens to most people, where you find yourself, it's easy for you. It's easy for you to talk about other people, like, oh, you know what, Sigu has done this, Sigu is a developer, what. You see, it's easy for you to talk about someone else and what they have done, and you're even maybe proud of them, you get? But then when it comes to you, when it comes to speaking about your own self, like me, Tab, what have I done? Like, I think when I'm asked to introduce yourself, give us your bio, I'm like, how do I say it? Like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like saying, my name is Tabitha Kavyu, and yeah, DSC lead, and that's it. You see, because everybody knows about DSC lead. Apart from that, I find it hard to talk about myself. And this is not me alone. We are many here, you see. Yeah, we are many here who feel the same way, where we find it difficult to talk about ourselves. And this thing goes deep into the place where it becomes hard for you to even talk about your own achievements. Like, you've accomplished things, but you find it so hard to like talk about those things that we have achieved. And you know, one problem with us is we tend to count big things as achievements. We don't look at the small thing that we're able to do. You get? Yeah, we feel like, no, I must maybe get a job at Google or what to count it as an achievement. But small things like maybe writing a simple hello world do you have hello world in Android? I don't know, right? Yeah, but those small things, we don't take them into account. And that's why you find out when you're given something to do, you feel like, oh no, I cannot even do this Android task or something of sort, or I cannot do this web task because I don't really know much, you get? So one thing I would really love us to embrace is complimenting yourself. appreciating the fact that you've come. You see, like we can agree that we are not the same place that we were maybe 2 years ago or maybe 1 year ago, or some people 1 month ago, or some people even during the whole quarantine period. Maybe you've added skills, or like you've learned something new along the way, and it happens that we tend to forget about that. We tend to feel like, oh no, this I'm so pressured or something of the sort. You get, yeah. So let's learn how to appreciate ourselves, compliment ourselves, even for those little things that you've done. And it doesn't really have to be about code. It can be anything. Like maybe maybe I don't do exercises, and today I was able to do that is something, right? It's an achievement. Like I've been able to accomplish something. You see, so I don't have to like go to the gym and how do you call those things? It's tread. Oh my God, I don't know those things that move your legs. Tread. Okay, I don't know what it's called, but yeah, I don't have to go to the gym, or I don't have to lose like 20 kilograms to feel like, oh yeah, I'm now really done some exercise and I've really lost weight. So it could be anything you're doing in your life. Just learn to appreciate the fact that you've come, and learn to appreciate the fact that you can able to do a particular thing. You see, the moment you start embracing that, it's now going to be easy for you to own your accomplishments. So now the other thing I want us to talk is like owning your accomplishments. You get, and if you are, let's say which example will I use? For example, Sigu. I don't know why I'm using Sigu. I say, for example, Sigu got a job, a very lucrative job, like something that you'll see and you're like, God, when, yeah. And there are some Sigus who, when they get that, they will feel they don't want to. They don't want to talk about it to other people. You feel like, no, if I tell people, oh, they might think I'm bragging, you see, I think there are always some petty reasons why we don't like owning things that we'll be able to accomplish or something else. So you feel like, no, let me keep quiet about it. Or maybe you're even afraid. Or maybe even Sigu is like afraid, oh, will I even keep up with this job? Like, can I meet the standards there? You see. So now when you start learning how to,
I have something to add on that.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're basically saying that we need to appreciate the little steps that we take.
Yeah.
Kulikuwa na saying ingine, a very common one. Zilugha kwa Kiswahili. So there's a very common saying ilikuwa inasema celebrate your milestones. Na tulikuwa napenda sana kuisema kwa ofisi. It basically means whatever it is, hata iwe kidogo aje, just celebrate it. You've made it, umemanage. Joy naona amesema amepika leo. Joy, sijasema upikangi, lakini no umesema you learned how to cook.
Yeah.
We are assuming umejifunza kupika chakula. Congratulations, you can now cook food. So celebrate that particular milestone. That is what Tabi unasema, si ndio?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. I think the problem in that case is mtu atashangaa. How big of a milestone should it be for me to celebrate? Because I'm stuck. Na mimi nashinda hapa nimecelebrate milestone. Usipiga wewe kwa hapo kando. So I'm stuck. Hawatanyamaza. Unashinda ukicelebrate milestone but they're not big enough. So how can you know that you have a big enough milestone for you to celebrate?
So I think what I would say is if yeah, so like if I know now, like for example, you say Joy, I'm learning to cook. And maybe initially she could not cook. You see, like she didn't maybe know how to cook, and now she has learned how to cook. That is something. I see, right? And I think you can also agree with me. Or maybe let's say maybe when you get into the tech space and I just joined in, and there's all this many technology that are out here, and I don't even know where to get into. And somehow I manage, maybe at the time maybe to do web, and somehow I'm able to write a particular code, even if a simple code in JavaScript. The part remains that initially I could not write it, right? But now I can write it. You see, that's a step. You're heading towards something. Like it's this little step that will eventually lead to you maybe coding that app that will be used by people out there. Or when Joy keeps cooking, like she started cooking today, tomorrow she'll also learn how to cook. You know, with time, she might even be a chef. You don't know, like this could be the small steps of you leading you into something bigger or something great. You get? So the fact that you're not able to do something before and then now you're able to do it, that I think that's an achievement. I count it as an achievement. Like, wow, I was able to do this. Like, this is nice. Like, let me appreciate myself for what I was able to do. So, yeah, in as little as it is.
Okay, so naweza peana example ya mostly beginners. So let's say I'll use the most basic example, niko sure kila mtu amepitia. GitHub is not like Instagram. You won't figure things your way out just by joining. Instagram you can, but not GitHub. The more unakuwa experience, the more unajua GitHub. Ukishaizoea umezoea. So is it okay for a beginner kusema, today I have learned how to push to GitHub? Is that enough milestone to celebrate? To seme leo najua kupush, kesho seme najua kupull, kesho kuto seme naweza delete repo. And Tab is still fighting with other people.
yeah. Like, but the GitHub point you're saying, I think people, it's not easy to push. Like, it's easy for me to push a wall or not a wall. Like I can push you, or I can push something, but pushing stuff GitHub, it's not easy. And I know some of us will have to go every time and Google the steps. You know, like this is where you start. This is the next step. Something else. So that is something. That's a milestone. I don't know if milestones are something big, but yeah, that's a big step, or a step you've taken to learning more stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So sorry, this is coming out as the Q&A or whatever, but I think it's still okay. So the vile iko hivi, usha celebrate that unajua kupush, then you retire, then the next day you celebrate that you know you retire as in for the day, then the next day unafanya another thing, then the next day unafanya another thing, hivyo. So with time utakuwa develop. So from what you're saying, if as long as I'm constantly improving from what I had yesterday, then I'm on the track. Sindio? Yeah. So that's good enough. Kuna Vita pia alikuwa anauliza the overconfidence thing, which is usually called the Danning-Kruger effect, which means the fact that you can push to GitHub does not mean you know how to use Git. And that is what brings in the conflict of the two. Naweza push GitHub, but sijui kutumia Git. I won't be confident enough. And if I'm too confident that I know how to use Git, then sasa I am overconfident. So si lazima wewe specifically, if there's any other person, alafu you go to the next point. Sindio Tabi? Hiyo ni sawa.
Umesema nini? Umebreak kiasi.
Oh, sorry. Si lazima wewe ndio ijibu sana. If there's anyone else in the nini mwenye anaweza jibu hiyo part, aijibu when we fight. Huyu mtu nafaa upige. Then tunaweza songa to the next section. Sindio?
Oh, okay. But
yeah.
Is it possible to have Danning-Kruger and impostor syndrome at the same time?
Danning-Kruger amesema ndio ya kukua
overconfident. Yes, unajiaminia vibaya sana. Umonanga watu wakonda lakini wakupigana.
Yeah, but then I don't know if it's like really possible. If now I think of it from imposter syndrome is me not being confident of myself, you see? Like, you see, you have this, but for this Danning-Kruger person, this person is like, I know this, like, there is nothing that I cannot do, or I know my way around this. Any other maybe akipewa any particular thing to do, you're like, yeah, I'll go for it. But you see, this imposter syndrome person is, maybe you know something little or you even know, but you feel like, no, I'm not. It's like my time has not yet come for me to go out there and do this thing. You see, it's like I'm not ready for it yet, or you feel like, no, after maybe I don't even know, and I think I know. You see, so that's my own view of it. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know.
So Tabi, yeah, that's a very good point. And from venye naifikiria ni naona kuna nyota anasema it's possible to have both at the same time. And I'll go back to akina Eric. Wale watu wakonda na wanakuanga ready kupigana anytime. Hiyo ni overconfidence. Hiyo ni Danning-Kruger. Si ndio? Ni mkonda lakini kama ni vita anataka. So, mwenye akona overconfidence akona hiyo shida. Yes, jitete. Ama unataka kusemaje? Okay, sorry. So, that is Danning-Kruger. Now, imposter syndrome ni mwenye akona nguvu, mwenye ako ili na hataki vita, anaamini yule mtu atampiga. So, sometimes it's possible for you to have both at the same time. Hauko sure kama uko confident, ama you're too confident, but you even can't. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yes. Your facial expression yako sieleweki.
No, I think it makes sense. It makes sense. I feel like I kind of relate to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joyce, sijui kama uko na point ya kuongezea. Umesema hapo it's possible. If you're in a position to unmute, tunaweza ongea. Okay. Any other person mwenye ako na kitu ya kuongezea on how to kujiongezea, at least inaitwaje? Kujipatia milestones, kusema hapa nimeweza, ama any example ya mtu alifanya kitu. Mimi naweza peana example. Kuna time tulikuwa tukianza kuorganize inaitwaje? Webinars. So when we started organizing webinars, tulisema we are going to do webinars every month. Last Friday of the month. For the next forever. Who are we going to invite? We don't know. But we're going to start with anyone we know. So tukaanza na watu tunajua around us. We were still not confident enough to reach out to other people. So the first one mwenye tulijaribu akakubali, tukakuwa shocked. How? Then we tried another one, akakubali, tukakuwa shocked. But still kuna wale bado tunaogopa kuendea. Just for us to overcome our imposter syndrome, we just write that email. Just write that email, iende. Ikishaenda, ngoja jibu. Hiyo jibu ndio itakutana na family nini. From experience ya, I think ilikuwa Chantel. She wrote an email, aki request for a speaker. Speaker alikuuliza aje, what the hell? Ilikuwa aje? Do you remember the words? Ilikuwa, why on earth do you... So speaker aliulizia alitumia some language that haikukuwa nini sana, but we had to regain our confidence and confirm that conversation. Yeah, so Tabi, I think unaweza endelea tena.
Well, yeah, so I guess that will take me to my second point. Ambayo ni being confident. Yeah, because I think not everyone is confident out here. Like I might be confident, Sigu might be confident, Eric might be confident, Juma might be confident, but there's someone out there, or maybe someone among us, Hapa, you're good, like you're really good at whatever it is that you do, very, very, very good, but you're not yet confident enough to maybe talk about what you're able to do, or maybe show someone what you have done. You see, like speaking out what you are able to do. And it's not a good approach to follow. Ukifikiria vizuri juu sasa, you're still in your, you call it comfort zone, I guess. You're still in your comfort zone, Hapo. You're like, you see, let me just do my code in my small room where there's no one. No one knows what I'm doing. Maybe you're even hacking things that people don't even know. But you're not confident enough to tell people, because I guess I will relate this thing to when I don't want to mix up marketing yourself and being confident in imposter syndrome. But I guess what I'm really trying to say is, confidence helps a lot in trying to deal with imposter syndrome. Because now when you start feeling like, oh no, I'm not able to do this, or how can I even do this? But then if you're confident enough of your skill, if I've learned something new today, and I'm confident that I've learned this thing, it's going to help me have like positive, it's going to help me like have a positive mindset of continuing to learn. And also when I'm given a task to do, I will not have to shy away and be like, no, mi sidhani kama naweza fanya. So sijui hapo unatosema Danning-Kruger inaingia, but no, Danning-Kruger ni overconfident. But then you see, when you have that confidence, it will help you embrace this task that you're given, or maybe a particular role that you've been given to take. Ama hiyo yenye kina Sigu wanasema ya kwenda ku reach out to people, even people that you don't know, like ile confidence, yeah, like we know what we are doing, we know what we are for. And if I'm really confident enough, I can try and push further, you see. And you see, when you push further, you get to learn something new, as compared to just staying where you are. You see, you don't want to try new stuff because you're not really confident about your skill level. You get uko tu hapo chini ya maji, unataka tu kufanya vitu zako juu. You don't want to try, you don't want to be disappointed, you don't want to be rejected, you don't want to be corrected. But you see, being confident of what you're able to do. If I know I have learned, how do you call it? I have learned how, I don't know why I'm using examples of code. But if I know I've learned React today, let's say I've learned React today, and maybe I'm not like really learned so well, and I'm not like really perfect, but if at least I am confident of what I've been able to master, or what I've been able to learn from maybe the few tutorials, or maybe from the few challenges I've done, then that will help me to take on tasks, or even try and do projects, even though I know I'm not like really that good in it. But you see, that confidence will push you to even discover new things along the process. Even maybe how ume discover along the way, ukitaka nani zenye hauko unajua before, but sasa hivi unajua, napo utapewa kazi ufanya, you might even surprise yourself. You might do something, alafu people are impressed, like, oh yeah, we really love your work. You see nini, like Ruby tells me, you don't need to like know everything, or you should not wait hadi ati unajua kila kitu ndio sasa uanze ku apply for things, or to take up a task you're given. Like, you can learn on the job. Just be kifua mbele. I don't know. Yeah, jipeleke, as in jiamini. Si ati leo kujamini sana, but jiamini that I can do this and go on. If you don't know it, or if you don't know a lot about it, you can learn along the way and be able to accomplish or finish whatever that you had been asked to do. So confidence, I think, ukishakuwa na confidence, itakusaidia a lot. And people say women, one of the things that is really holding us back as women is not being confident about our skills. We're not confident. We see other people. And this is also a symptom of imposter syndrome, where you see other people are smarter than you. You cannot. Like, I cannot reach that level. Like, me says fika level ya Juma, me says fika level ya Victor, like level ya Nani, like these guys are there. No, I cannot. Like, especially now, alafu ongeze start mimi ni babe ati hapana mimi siwezi. You see, most of us as ladies, we tend to shy away. When maybe we're even good coders, like we can do great stuff that even maybe some guys you see cannot do, but ile tu la confidence na kwatuka hapo unaona no inya wenyewe, like kuna maguru unaona wako tu hapo, them they can do these things, so well, I cannot. You'll be surprised, maybe they don't even know as smart as you know, you get. So it does really well to be confident of what you know and or what you're capable of doing.
Nataka kupeana an analogy. I'm hoping that kila mtu either ako high school ama shapitia high school. You know, unacheka, you don't know the crowd, so you're never too sure. So unakumbuka siku za funky? Mkienda shule ingine, si ndio? And mostly kama ilikuwa mix ya madem na maboy. the most confident boys got the best girls. However, they looked, hata kama alikuwa na sura inakaaje ama mwili inakaaje, they got the best girls because of their confidence. Is it true or false? Hebu type hapo kwa chat useme kama ni true or false. Hadi unashangaa sasa huyu alifikiaje yule. And the same in apply kwa madem. The most confident alikuwa anapata boy. Wengine the shy ones, poleni.
Unarudi bila namba ama kuchorewa namba kwa mkono ama
exactly. Yani insider hautatumiwa salamu. Yani there was just so much trouble. The flip side nani alairudi na tai? Juma huku kwa si we refuse. Baidhi kuna watu walikuwa wanapeana tai. Unaona? Watu hapa. So confidence yako ilikuwa na reward. On the flip, the overconfident ones kwa nakataliwa immediately. Chako na maringo. Overconfident one alikuwa akikuja tu hivi yule naye hapana. Danning-Kruger. Si ndio? So Juma na Faye material alikuwa serious, so hajui kitu tunaongelea. Maga kulikuwa asema aje? Nimeona umeunmute, that's why I'm asking.
Na ni mimi?
Yes.
Alikuwa confident.
Ulikuwa confident? Haukuwa confident?
Si ulikuwa wale wazee.
Ulikuwa na impostor?
Ulikuwa wale wazee, but okay. What I don't really think kama confidence. Okay, confidence kuna venye inaweza contribute to maybe with imposter, but I manishi that if you have imposter, you're not confident, according to how I think about it.
Yeah, because like I know I'm confident, but I cannot say I don't have imposter syndrome. But
okay.
my confidence kind of helps me to be like, you know what, you can do this or you can go for this. You see.
You know, I have a short story about this imposter stuff. So, nikifanya hiyo website ya DroidCon. So initially me, I wasn't part of that team. So there's a day, I work with Marvin. So Marvin alikuja, kumbe in their meeting we'll discuss. We'll tengeneza website. So kumbe alisema already nishatengeneza hiyo website. That is just something inafaa iende ikuwe launched. Mimi sijui story. So alikuja kuniambia Frank anaanza kunipigia simu. Tamre. Sasa nilikaa hapo nikafikia na hii pressure mimi nitafanya hiki kitu kweli. So now, what I did, nilianza kufanya hiyo kazi then, kaza and Mavo nimeona kwa hapa. Initially nilikuwa na feel like nilikuwa na sana wako na hizo team. Nika feel like mimi maybe siwezi kwa hapo. At the same time najiambia mimi ni ile msee. Si ni wewe tu nimeandika wewe miaka ngapi? Tengeneza kitu vile mimi naitaka. And that way it came to work. Like you trust in your stuff and you believe what you're doing is what should be done. But at the same time, you should always accept feedback at the same time. So vile mimi nifanya hiyo website nikapelekea tulibishana bwana. Frank anasema nimefanya hii, naambia bwana, kama ulikuwa unataka fanya ungefanya hivyo peke yako. Mimi anafanya hivi side. So I think at the same point unakuja una realize at the same time there's a way people work and you really have to understand that at the same time if you really doing something with that confidence, really doing it well, the other party also knows this guy works this way and I have to understand him how he works. So unajua mimi ningeamua hapo maybe ningekaa hapo na nianze kuchange yule kama maybe niogope. Kwani tabia na translate ya watu wasikii. Ndio anafanya hivi sign language. So the thing is about way to trust kitu yako. If you are an Android dev for example, na jamii na Android yako, unajua Android yako is the best thing. Yaani maana watu hapo nje watu ni wazibu bana, but it comes to maybe inafaa fanya kitu mtu anasema afanye. Mostly in campus I used to see this. Mtu hata akona apps kwa store, but when now it comes to working, maybe there's some group work or open source stuff. Hao ni wale wanakujanga, si uta create your project, mimi nitakuja ni add your button ikuwe green. Ni nataka create your button, ni nataka tu aweke color. Na I think that the kind of stuff wenye imposter nini, I mean, so wale tunaangalia imposter, so tutasemela kuibit maybe hapo mbele ama naweza toa nini zangu.
So, hii example umetupatia ni ile haukukuwa sure. What I can learn from that Magak is juu ulijibu Frank ulimwambia kama ungetaka ungeifanya, so your confidence ilikuwa high enough because you knew what you're doing. Moja by the time ambianga mtu hivyo, hiyo ni confidence uongea juu unajua vizuri, si ati haizi fanya, unajua vizuri you've done your best. That's the point yenye mtu ambia mtu.
The thing was like kuna point of feedback, so uko na option, do you really need to consume all this feedback kama kuna zingine una feel tu just na forward just na zingine ziko tu sawa according to our standards, how you write your stuff, naona, for example. So ilikuwa kitu hiyo, not exactly atika kuna change atimwambia afanya hapa, ilikuwa like kuna hiyo push and pull. Una realize mtu ako na maybe ako na hizi timelines, inafaa anafanya hivi. In my case mimi nataka nifanye maybe feedback nipewe, nikisema deadline ni 2 days for example, ikuwe 2 days, na nikishapewa deadline mtu asinipee ingine hadi nimuulize feedback tena, you know, like people really work in different ways, and kitu nimekujanga no, the ways is just need to learn, then ujue venye unafanya kazi, then inakuwa easy ukifanya na wengine. So
okay,
kwa mtu mwenye hauna msimamo uko tu hapo,
sijui una break either on my side ama ni mimi. Is my internet okay? Internet yangu kwa sawa?
Na break?
Yeah.
Nashuku nisaidia kwa peke yako.
Nisaidia yangu peke yangu.
So niko sawa?
Yeah. Uko sawa.
Sawa. So basically confidence lazima ikue. Meanwhile hapo kwa chats mnaweza tuandikia ni gift gani ulitoka nayo Funky. The best thing that you always remember when ulitoka nayo Funky ya high school. Tutakuwa tunaziangalia hapo.
Kiboko. Chapa bwana.
Yeah?
Kiboko tu hakuna
kiboko mkichapwa. Them days hakuna mtu alikuwa anataka kurudi kwa nini? Hakuna mtu alikuwa anataka kwenda kwa basi mapema juu mnafika shule kabla watu wakule sapa. Ati tuwezi rudi shule sahi. Lazima turudi usiku. And imagine they are still doing that to date. And you thought you are the only ones doing that. So kuna mwenye anasema tai, hakuna kitu kingine mlipoa fancy kuliko tai. Windbreaker, watu wa windbreaker. Namba kwa mashati.
Blazer.
Ile andiko kwa unafanya nini? Ule na mama. Shopping. Hello. Hii ya Monica alirudi shopping.
At the same time, Sigu.
Yes.
Kuna kitu kingine niko nayo. Hiyo senior devs. Senior devs na hapa ina kina Marvin. Na kina Juma and also the senior devs. I think you guys also play a big part in beating the imposter. Kwa mtu mwenye ako nayo. In this way, if you're working with someone on a project and maybe amefanya kitu with Wi-Fi, so the thing ni, and I remember my talked about it kwa Dreadcon last year. It's about compassion, being compassionate to that another. Sasa tunaenda pale una merge PR yake, then you do your changes. Yeye akikuja anapata hii button ilikuwa na padding ya 10px ni 15px, sasa anashangaa namna gani? So I think one of the ways na ndio maana PR pia inakuanga is like you guide this kind of guys who are new in the team. Akifanya kitu then unamwambia I make fix on their end, na kwa easier for them to get, and like okay, so kitu yangu ina lack tu hii na hii, but at the end by the small changes inakuja. Hata kama ulikuwa unataka kuchange code yake yote, pole pole atashtuka tu hii code ilichange, but atafeel ni code yake ilikuwa made better. Then unaenda pale na control A una cut, alafu unaanza kuandika fresh, alafu unaambia tumia hiyo. Unaona huyu jamaa ataanza kujua kitu. So I think hiyo pia nimeona wao ina concentrate, ina contribute to guys wenye kuna hiyo. At the same time, if you new imposter pia inakubitingi kama utaki ujikubali. Hiyo pia ni point. Okay, maybe una imposter but uko nayo ama si niseme aje, in that umepewa task like task and uko like unajua kutumia hii kitu. Like I remember there's a time I used to work somewhere, ilikuwa company nyingine ya fintech ya kutengeneza loan apps. So you know payment integrations kama za Tcash na Airtel mostly hazina API, so alikuwa mostly wanatumia regex kuchukua hiyo SMS, then wana automatically nini hiyo transaction na store hizo transaction wana record. So kitu ya kwanza niliulizwa, unajua kutumia regex regular expressions? Kwanza hiyo time to be honest, maana alisema regular expression nikakaa ni zile tutasikia kwa class. So time alisema regex nika najua hiyo kitu. I think nilikuwa tadia huko, nilikuwa kazi fulani. Najua hiyo kitu. Sasa akaniambia umetumia for long, niambia hapana. But nikitumia in the past but not in depth, but nikipea maybe acha nipe time this evening nione iko aje, then I give you feedback tomorrow. Unaona, rather than ningesema naijua then nipe hapo kazi bana, niweza kungangana. Unaona, unapata unateseka kwa kazi then unapeana kitu yenye iko. So kama umepeana kazi yenye iko na imekataliwa, sasa hapo ndio imposter sasa inakuzika kamili sasa yenyewe. Rather than unaipea try or unasema naweza fanya hii na hii, then I need help in this place and this place, then unasaidia, inakuwa easy mtu kusaidia. For example, if Juma sema yeye ni Android dev na mayunda e-commerce app for example, na amesema ameayounda, then anaunda app alafu like baba namna gani hii ni Jumia ama hii ni kijumia? Unaona, so inakuwa ngumu na usaidiwe, then mtu kama huyo project yake inakuwa scrapped. Sasa unakufa vizuri sasa na hiyo imposter yako. So I think pain come from kujikubali.
So unasema feedback from your seniors also contributes to your confidence. So as long as wakikwambia tu feedback poa, you will be okay. Sindio?
Yeah, because one example I remember kwa time ngine niliambiwa niunde payment ya B2C. Then I think at that time the leader alikuwa a lady, then by the time analeo code baadaye ilikuwa imechange. So nilimuuliza mbona uliniambia nifanye ka utaichange? Unaona?
Yeah.
So vitu kaiza.
Nice. So tumechukua nini? Tumechukua inaitwaje? Time sana ya Tabi, alafu nikiangalia hapa juu napata tumebakisha 9 minutes.
Hapo amemaliza.
Hapo amemaliza.
Nidhani watu wana pole Tabi. Nidhani watu ala.
Tabi
ni mimi tata.
Ona Rubea anaingia hapa late kwa class alafu anapiga nduru. Tabi.
Tabi mnasampea hadi kesho. Hata choka.
Ulisema utaslap nini? Amesema usongeshe mkono pole pole, utaslap laptop yanguke.
Oh, hello.
Yes, Peter.
Naona tu mko story tu ni sawa. Nimejoin a bit late na nilikuwa nataka kuunderstand tukisema imposter syndrome, what exactly, how do you get really affected by it? Okay, basically, okay, me ni new, I'm a friend with Terry, tumeenda through UN, ndio na hii this some of imposter syndrome kwa status yake, so nikasema ni join. Nimekuwa nikisikia history yote ya timu code yako Stack Overflow and nini. Personally to me sionangi kini affect sana because I don't really understand how do you know you have imposter syndrome ama what really is it, because mimi nasema stories ni kama you're on a common ground all of you because inaka each other personally, lakini sasa najaribu ku understand what exactly is imposter syndrome and I'm like okay, yes.
Tabi, pick it up.
Okay, so Peter, tulikuwa tumesema imposter syndrome is that feeling of, like, from the word imposter, you feeling like a fraud, where despite your achievements, you feel like you're not good enough, or you start feeling like you only got something because of you contribute your success to other external factors and not your abilities, and you don't feel like it is you that was able to achieve an award or maybe get a certain job, or just you're able to achieve something out there. Yeah. Tukitumia terms definition or whatever, if we're not talking layman's language, you say it's a psychological pattern in which one doubts one's accomplishments, and you have this fear of being discovered as a fraud. You feel like out there, I look like I'm good in this. I feel like like people have seen me, like people think I am doing well or something of the sort, and I feel like I've gotten this award and I don't think I can keep up. Like am I really able to keep it up? Because sasa unaanza kushuku unasema jumi ni kama nilipata hii stuff tu juu yenyewe, like maybe the gods were in my favor on that particular day, or as in you don't acknowledge your own accomplishments and your own abilities. You attribute your success to any other thing but not your own abilities. You see. Yeah. So I don't know if we are up to speed.
Okay, I think with that explanation, I understand. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, we also mentioned it starts when you start new journeys, or when you start achieving stuff. That's when it starts setting in. You start feeling like, hey, kweli, mi naweza kweli, or can I do? No, I'm not ready for this, something of the sort. Yeah. So I don't know if Sigu, I had mentioned when you're talking about our accomplishments, I don't know if I'd mentioned another way to deal with this for those of us who have the issue of feeling like, no, me see achiever. So I think a way to deal with this, and we've heard about this, is tracking your accomplishments or achievements. You don't know how you do it. Maybe you do it differently. There are people who write down like, hey, leo nimefanya hivi, see, or today I got this offer, or today I was able to do this. The people who write down, or others memorize, or some others just remember. So it's a good practice to like track your achievements, and maybe after a period of time, when you go back and see, you're able to see that, yeah, this is actually me. This is actually me who was able to do this. So it will not be hard for you to now believe that you're able to do a particular thing or accomplish a particular thing, because now you'll be like, yeah, nimekuwa nikiangalia from this series, like I've been doing these things from the word go, even since day one. So nimefika hii far, it's my effort yenye imenileta hii far. So like tracking your achievements and even your progress can help you deal with imposter syndrome when unaanza kujishuku, but sasa utaona sasa enyewe nimefanya nini, nimeweza accomplish this stuff. And also one thing we need to know that, I don't know if I had mentioned it, but you're not alone. You are not alone. There are many people out there who have this imposter syndrome. You will just be surprised. And we've had, I guess the best example inakwanga ya Maya Angelou mwenye amekwanga akiandika books, but I don't know that statement that says, I don't know, I've been writing, but one day I'm afraid that they'll find me out or something. Yeah. And there are many people. Now, like I said, even me, as I'm talking about imposter syndrome, I also have it. Every time I'm doing something new, or every time I've gotten something, or someone compliments me, hey, Tabi, unakwanga niko like, nah, sio mimi. And we do that a lot. Okay, hey, your stuff ilikuwa fit. No, it's not something. It's you. Maybe it was your effort. It took your time and whatever ulifanya, but another one, nah, it's not a big deal. No, to come easy. And then another thing that will help you deal with it. I love the way Magak had mentioned about senior devs, but I'm not going into that. But another thing is talking to people in your field. In that way, ukiongea na watu kwa field yako, maybe it's economics, maybe it's tech or whatever. When you talk to other people, and then these other people share their experiences also, like, by that time, mimi nakuanga na hii feeling. No, like maybe, for example, in this particular setting, we are here and we are talking about it, and you come to realize, Sigwa seme, by then mimi nakuanga na syndrome, Magaka seme, by then mimi nakuanga na hii kitu, nini, Juma, you see. I mean, see, people start sharing their own whatever, utaanza kufeel, yeah, by then I'm not alone in this thing. There are other people also feeling this, and talking to these people, hearing their experiences, how they deal with this, can also help you like deal with yours to see when it starts kicking in or starts setting in. So yeah, talking to people in your field, it will also help you a lot in trying to maneuver through the whole imposter syndrome and find ways in which you can use to improve yourself. And also another thing is realizing that you are not perfect and no one is perfect. You know, some of us there are people who are really perfectionists. They're like, things must go in this particular way. If it was disciplined, then I'm a failure. I'm a complete failure. I know I cannot do this. But the only standard that you can achieve, because people set some standard that they cannot really achieve, but I believe the only standard that you can achieve for yourself, as in achievable, is just being the best you can be. You see, you do not need to like write a million. I don't know if there's a million lines of code. You don't have to write like a million lines of code, or you don't have to write 1,000 because you had someone else write 1,000 lines of code, or see have to climb Mount Kenya. Ndo ni feel nimefanya nini, nimeachieve vitu. Just do what you can do. Just be the best of what you can do. If it's machine learning, if it's Android, or if it's cooking, whatever it is, just try and be better than how you were before. Just give it your best. Give it your best shot. You get. Do not tie yourself to perfectionism where things have to go in this particular way. Do feel enyewe nimeweza kuachieve kitu ama ndo uanze kuyaccount as senye sasa mimi nawe naweza pana. Just
so nikuulize Tabi, hapo unamaanisha tu if you want to control your imposter syndrome, compare yourself to yourself, not to other people. So unafaa ujiangalie wewe wa leo na wewe wa jana, useme mimi wa jana nimeimprove, si ndio? But ukianza kucompare na okay, kama unafanya Android, uanze kuangalia mtu anafanya web ama mtu mwingine anafanya AI, useme nani amepata kazi ya nini, ama yeye amebuild kitu inakapoa, you're not even on the same field. Kuna watu flatter, si ndio? So wewe unaangalia achievement ya mtu mwingine inafanya una feel ni kama you are less of a best yako labda amejenga app ya nini ya COVID. A million people wamejenga app ya COVID, but one or two of them will be picked by the media, and the media will behave as if making that app requires genius. No, it doesn't. You can, as in it only happens that other person ameshikwa na media kama kuangaza ni kama they. So compare yourself to yourself. You naelewa Tabi from what you're saying.
Yeah.
Wengine kwa MTV, hata tu wakae MTV. MTV pia ni sawa.
Yeah. Watu hujumika sana ukaanza kujilinganisha na mtu. It's good. You can use it as positive like motivation. Lakini kuna venye watu wanaichukulianga so seriously hadi like mi juu huyu anafanya hivi, mimi nafanya hivyo. Juu Sigwa anakunyanga chai usiku ati ndo akode, hata mimi nitakuwa nafanya hivyo. Or Sigwa ameweza kupata job hivyo. You are starting to look for ways as in to get to someone's level when ukiangalia have you really improved? So like you put it so well, like compare yourself, the me before and the me now. You see, Unajipa frustrations mingi sana ukianza kujicompare na mtu. Na mi by the way, mi ni kitu uniambia. I see people, of course I see people who are doing well, lot of fiti. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go with my own pace. You see, everyone has their own pace. Mdogo, pole, I will get there one day. No. So yes,
Yeah.
stress. I cannot kill myself.
Alafu na kitu kingine kama ambavyo anasema achievement should be a benchmark to your progress. You cannot compare yourself to yourself, Sigu. So what I meant by compare yourself to yourself is don't look at how fast the other person is running, because you can't create a language because your friend created a language. So if both of you were in the business of trying to create a new language and you're not able to create a new language, then look at what progress you've made and how far you're going. That is my nini. And I think that it will be unfair for me to respond to you, Marvin, while you're still muted. So we can take it to the next. So tutaiongelea immediately after Tabi amemaliza. Kama itakuwa sawa.
Yeah, I'll respond baadaye.
Okay, sawa. Tutaiongelea. Yeah, Tabi endelea.
Oh, okay. Na pia kitu ingine ni I would say be honest. Be honest and authentic. Be honest with yourself. Usijekelee vitu zenye hauwezi kabisa. No. Just, you know what, this is what I can do. I'm a web dev. This is what I can bring to the table, or maybe I can learn something. And you see, when the kuchocha watu hapa ati, oh, I've done this. Ama uweke profile yako huko. Oh, I've done this. I'm a this. Alafu when when someone approaches you to do something for them, you cannot do it. I mean, yeah, just be honest. At least when you're honest with yourself, at least you will be able to accept zile vitu zenye ume able to achieve so far, and it will also help you to kujiendeleza. And then another thing I would say is upskilling, because if you're feeling like you're not good enough for a particular role or a task, I think the best way for us to deal with this is upskilling. Always learn. No. Kama penye tulikuwa tumesema, today I've learned that I've learned how to push, but that does not mean that I know Git. But so what do I do after that? If I've been able to achieve this today, so consistency, keep upskilling, keep learning, keep finding out more stuff about Git, about GitHub, and even how to collaborate, to see all those things that you need to do, so that hata ukipwa kitu, at least utakuwa unajiamini uko like yenyewe, I've done this so far, nimekuanga nikijifunza, so I'm up for this particular task and role. So keep learning. At least utakuwa na wasiwasi mtu akikujia, by the way, hebu calculate this sum for me. Ati sasa haujui. Hapo wapo umejizocha huko, wewe unajua hesabu. Alafu kuja swali kidogo haujui, unaona hata hauwezi jibu. So ukwanga tu honest. Sasa ukijikubali uko like, by the way, siwezi fanya hii kitu, then go and learn. You see, like most of us are learners here. You see, we keep learning, and people even learn on the job. Unaona. So just jikubali hivyo and focus on upskilling yourself, learning stuff. And also one other thing, asking for help. You see, kuna watu wenye sijui wakiuza swali sijui itakuwa shida manini, but I think it's a good practice to help, and especially in the dev space, I think it's nice because watu kuna watu wako hapo willing to help you, or maybe kitu nauliza mtu amewako this the previous night, or mtu mwingine alifanya 2 weeks ago or whatever. People are always willing to help. No, so usijekele hapo ukitani mimi sasa sijui nimesha nika hapa ama acha ni quit. I cannot code, I want to be a farmer, I want to change careers, or maybe something of the sort. If you're not able to do something, just reach out to someone. There's always someone who is doing that particular thing that you're also doing, as in, or they're in the same field as you are, or they're doing the same language as you. No, so you can actually learn a thing or two from them if you take the step and actually ask for help. Yeah. And I think these are some of the things that when we adopt, like slowly, even if see at once, if we adopt these things slowly by slowly, they will help us to deal with this imposter syndrome when it comes. Also, learning to talk about yourself, your achievements, and you don't have to talk to the whole community. You can start talking with your friend, like, hey, but let's see, but then nimeweza kubuild his stuff. Ona venye inakaa, sijui nini. Ona, pole pole tu, baadaye you see you'll even be comfortable about talking what you're able to do. And also one thing I will say, you can help by teaching others what you're learning or that particular thing that you have interest in. Maybe you can offer to do a workshop in a meetup, like, yeah, I want to teach people. See, the more you teach watu, una learn. And with time, you get confident in that particular, whatever field, kama ni AI, ama ni nini. So teaching people, ama maybe umesikia mtu akisema, by the way, miss, kwangi niki understand hizi vitu nini. But just take the step. You don't have to do it in a meetup. Like, just teach someone. Unamteach, we pia inaendelea kukaa kwa kichwa yako, na with time unakuwa fiti in that particular thing that you are. So you don't have to worry about by the watakuja hapo anipate mimi sijui kitu. Unaona, at least you'll be confident about yourself. And also you can also get someone to mentor you. You get maybe someone who knows how to deal with this particular thing, and you still feel like you're really struggling with it. You can reach out to someone can help you out, pole pole hadi you're able to like know how to deal with it on your own. Yeah, and I think I've exhausted my points.
So umemaliza on that. So basically ulikuwa unasema usikiwe lone ranger. Don't be usitake kujikodia peke yako, because it might give you some imposter or confidence, because you don't know what others are doing. Again, if una program na mtu, tuseme program na Ruben, if we are pair programming with Ruben for a particular session, he will teach me his ways as a master, and I will teach him my ways as the master. The same applies to any other person. If Munio Pitamaka may decide that we are doing to pair program on this, you pay thinking ongezanga confidence. Just the fact that you pair program, so it means you understand how the other person works and they understand how you work. So in time utakuwa unasema hii naweza, ile naweza, ile ingine ilikuwa tumelemea, lakini nikiwa na nani, we are going to make it. So imposter syndrome, from everything I've heard about it, everyone has it. Kila mtu ako na imposter syndrome. And Peter Mark, to add on to the explanation yenye Tabi alikuwa amekupatia, we boys have some problems. Sometimes you don't have enough confidence that unaweza katia mtu aingie box. Hiyo ni imposter syndrome. The fact that unafikiria huyo ni mzuri sana kukuliko, that is called imposter syndrome. So transfer that to code. When you think it is too big for you, imposter syndrome. When you think the job is too over-described for you, it is imposter syndrome. Kulikuwa na swali lingine hapa Tabi, just before we stop recording. Alafu wataanza mchezo sasa. Najua watu wako serious juu tuna record. Kulikuwa na zilikuwa, yeah. By the way, not being open to criticism, where does it lie? Because some people, you don't want to open up to criticism because utaki kuambiwa you are not good enough. Imagine umetengeneza app fulani, umeruka nayo, imekufurahisha, umetoka dorm area kama kutoka kwa room, unapelekea mtu anakuambia umeweza, sawa. So high excitement uko nayo, and inakutoa psych because you're just creating things that other people have created. So where does that lie? The fact that you don't want to give out what you're doing because you just don't want to be disappointed. Is that is that the syndrome from your own judgment? Umejiekea tu, yani ushaijenga but unataka tu mtu aione. Is that the syndrome?
I think nasema ni hivyo juu unaogopa, unaona kama ikiana itaonekana it's not good enough. Maybe when someone else says, looks at it at the code and like, okay, this is what you've done. Okay. So I feel it's not an imposter syndrome do by judgment. Do unaogopa let's go out there because I code the weather. But I think it would be nice if you really like be open, like you share, like kwanza uji psych. It's good to decide because enyewe nime build, you know, like the fact that everyone else has built does not mean that I can automatically build, or does not mean that automatically everyone can build this particular thing. So if I was able to take time, I was able to learn, and if I believe something, that's progress, right? No. You need progress make. No. Hata kama si kitu bigi, or maybe this idea watu wa search sana, or maybe nimefanya, but at least nimefanya, or maybe I've added some new features in it. No. That is really something nice. But then it's also good to maybe hear what people have to, like feedback. You see, like maybe someone else who maybe I may find out before, so like, you know what? You can actually make this better by adding this feature there, doing this, you know, so that will help you also improve on yourself and also improve on your application. No, just you get ideas. Kuna wenye wanasikia huyu anajiona tu jueni, anajiona senior dev, so anadhani hapa anadhani inaitwa nini kunikosoa ama hizo mavitu zote. But just let's say be humble, or like appreciate yenye umeweza kufanya, but please also be open to hear what you can do to change and improve and become better. No, because that's the whole point we're trying to do here, for you to become a better programmer. So if someone else up there sees your work and tells you, you know what, you can add this, na pia hawa watu wakubwa pia si ati waanze in that way. Sasa huyu, I don't know, mimi na feel kuna watu wanakwanga mndoza anakuwa na code yako. Mimi maybe ni beginner maskini, hata sijui vitu zingine, hata sijui kurefactor code ni nini, maybe nimeandika tu vitu mingi. Si ati ukuja waje kuniambia in a way kunidharau ama wipe away my effort. It would be nice to also approach this young person and realize that this person is growing. So you can tell them, you know what, you can actually do this. Instead of writing these 10 lines, this thing can be done in 1 line. And this will actually help your code look more clean or something of the sort. No, so two-way thing. Ukwe open kusikiza na pia wewe wenye wana nani wasi intimidate. Nakumbuka kuna wakati nikamwambia ukiangalia code yangu, don't try and make any fun, because I know there are people out there who just start saying, sasa wewe, what is this you've done? No.
Lakini ukiname variable yako x nitacheka.
Ati
Ukiname variable yako vibaya nitacheka. That's jokes aside. Joy pia amesema ati you should also be willing to talk about your failures. Just share your failures just as much as you sharing your success. Nimesema sharing your success, whatever. So unless Tabi you have anything else, nilikuwa nafikiria tuendie recording hapo. Then
go ahead hapo.
Yes Ruben.
Mwenye hapo kwa chat kuna kitu nimeandika hapo, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So MC code so Maslow's hierarchy of needs ni wenye wase who expect validation ya nini yao na inakuanga na different levels. So kuna mse utaambia job yake iko poa, iko mbaya, I feel motivated to work harder. Kuna mwingine utaambia job yake iko mbaya, I feel demotivated. As in more about your stuff, inakuanga na 5 so I think you can best explain that issue of fear criticism. So kama wewe ni one of those people mwenye anaaffectiango na criticism, so I think maybe you unaweza nitafuta baadaye ni hizo resources. The goal inakuanga ku raise your hierarchy. The higher you are on the hierarchy, yes.
Right.
Hiyo topic refu anaweza enda.
Nice. Hiyo topic inakaa interesting. Yes, Magapo.
Watoto wafungwe shule bwana. Okay. So ni
Hao tunakinatabu wafungue shule watoke kwa hiyo.
Hawako sini wafukuza.
Alanga wengine hapa. So kuna kitabu cha impostor. like kitu yote mimi nasema think imposter kila mtu ako nayo, and kama una imposter inamaanisha tu uko so comfortable place uko na make step. I think every time una make a step ahead kuna hiyo imposter, and I think kitu nakwanga ni wewe kujiamini na kwa nafanya vitu yako. So the thing ni kama imposter takuwei inamaanisha tu sasa kuita ati wewe ni mwitu, but nafaa work on that nini, nafaa work on that juu ufanyika. For example, if you so comfortable maybe podi saizi, ukienda Andela kesho utakuwa like Andela anafanyanga hivi manini, then utakuwa like acha nifanye vile mimi nafanyanga. Unapata kumbe hata wazi iko same, but wewe ukiamua ufiche yako hapo, like utake ufiche yako, utaka kukaa behind the hood, then itakuwa shida hapo. Hapo ndo saa inakumezeanga, and in most cases inaweza kuaffect sana. Maybe kuna vile makampuni hata wewe nakupeanga 2-3 months wa kusoma uko aje, na hiyo posta yako utafukuzwa kazi bwana. So I think ni kitu tu inafaa ubrace na unini work on you. Everybody always be imposter. Na niko na example moja, mimi baadaye naweza kufanya ile this year. Juzi nikaelewa hiyo group ya Bima hapo. So mimi niko tu, lakini mimi hata siko takwambia vitu mimi nasukuma hapo ma PR. Na zote mimi naelewa hizo vitu. Hiyo nikikoma kidogo nauliza kina Trace pale, ina Paul pale, maswali unaendelea tu. Kwa sasa una realize comments pale kidogo pia inakuwa accept, na feel like kumbe ni hivi tu hizi vitu wazinaka. But at the same time na feel like hey, nikiandika kitu vibaya na sigwa akataa hii pia na wenyewe mimi ni mtu mnoma. So noma yake kwa wapi hapo? So I think it's about just trying to beat the odds and try to go with what you have. Alafu pole pole natokea. Alafu kitu ya mwisho on that feedback. Kitu ya mwisho tu on that feedback. Your feedback is very important if you work na staff. Na mimi naweza kuambia si by there also si kufanya vitu zetu na watu najipea feedback. Nani wale makriticism wote akwambia zina kama tusi. Wafanya kitu mzuri lakini kuna kitu kidogo tu. Kama kuna juzi mabao naunda kitu na mimi feedback nimeona ni hapa guys wazee. So like feedback ndogo. Mimi nitapea Mavo nani Harun web yangu. Yeye afanye web yake kitataona ni padding na hiyo ndio kitu ameona mbaya na hiyo website na hiyo yeye hataki kuona vitu zote unafanya complex. That important. Mimi nikichukua app yake niko like kijana. Hiyo orange ndio nione weke hapa. Na papo. I think inakujenga and feedback is so much important. Nimaliza.
Sigo.
Yes, Mavo.
Kwa hiyo kitu ya comparing yourself to the previous you. My understanding on imposter syndrome, when you compare yourself, you give yourself an excuse because you will only realize you're better than yourself after X number of years actually, and it lowers your growth process. So what I mean by using other people as your benchmark is looking at what other people are capable of doing, and you give yourself an ultimatum or a growth period. So within that growth period, you see how far unaweza fika. And take kitu inaletanga imposter syndrome is unaangalia kitu Sigo ametengeneza with 10 years experience and you're starting out and you want to achieve that one in 2 weeks. So code, someone said you can take 15 years to learn a concept, whether in nursing or jua kali. So most of the time, people want to achieve within a short duration, and that is what starts giving you pressure. When it starts, ikianza kukupea pressure, now you start having the long nights, beating yourself. But something, I'm doing a course, So something I've learned within this course is the way these guys teach you is they start with the basic stuff. For example, if you want to teach someone how to make a website, you start with a blank HTML, okay? Just to show that person, hey, you know what? We are going to display hello on the web. That's a progress. Now, with the time, you increase the level as you go along. So you should not compare yourself to yourself, but kind of compare yourself to the people to set the level where you want to reach. Okay. So most of the time, once you've reached that level, now the imposter syndrome will be reversed. Well, once you reach mastery, it will be reversed. And the way it will be reversed is now you're comparing yourself to the juniors. You know, when the juniors are growing very fast, now you look at yourself, kitambo ulikuwa unaweza build something quality, and you look at Magaki is on the same level as you are. So now you as the senior dev now starting having imposter syndrome, just because, you know, you feel like because the younger junior dev amekuwa angry enough to deliver something you didn't expect. Then lastly, on giving feedback and asking questions. Now, I won't say in a fight we're ruthless as possible, but the best way to get your feedback and adapt is to use friendly people. And when you're building something or when you're learning, like I don't know if Ruben or someone mentioned here, or Juma, I don't know. Someone mentioned that you need to have a mentor. Yes, you need to have a mentor. But when you're learning, please don't choose an experienced person as your mentor. Just take someone, your mom, an Android phone. Just explain to her what expectation is and give her the app. Okay. Later use the app, she will give you the feedback. Or something very stupid. Now, for you to reach mastery, it is not the way you code. And this is something that is so rooted into developers in Kenya. The ground thing is not the way you code, the way you write your code or etc. It's the end product. You've been dealing with the client, you will know it is the end product. We don't want to know if you're following standard, your code was commented. The success is the user can say, oh, naeza lipa na M-Pesa, period. That's it. So when ukianza to experience those difficulties when developing a solution and getting feedback, for example, you're developing an e-commerce application, alafu mtu amekwambia I can't add item into my cart, you will perfect the act of making sure that a user can add an item into their cart. That's an experience. So mtu akikuja kwa Tabi tunajua, oh, you want an e-commerce system? She is experiencing that. Lastly, don't strive to learn almost everything. Don't strive to know almost everything. Ikisema doka hapa, you want to know how it works. So the way I learn is very simple. For you to kick away imposter syndrome. So now the way I learn is when I learn when I need something. So if my vision is to be Android developer, I'll know the basic. Just know the basic, be solid with the basic, the fundamentals. Now, the way you reach the mastery, learn when you need something. So if you need a login page, you will learn a login page. That is a step moving forward. So I think those few remarks to Dr. Ngwana.
Awesome. So Mavo umesema that mastery of code or mastery of software development is actually not how you've written the code, but how your code works.
No,
That's a
no,
very
not
nice.
really. No. Don't mistake me.
No,
Now,
nasema,
the way I
no,
said,
what I mean is, basically what matters is how it works.
no, writing application is a journey. Okay, if you say like that, is like we are ignoring the fundamental standards of writing code. No, what I'm saying is that when you're building a solution, you're building an Uber, for example. That journey, the process of building a mobile application, utakuwa na some experience, some difficulties that you may solve along the way. Okay, now reaching that mastery, unaweza pata msee anajua kuandika code but yeye bado ni intermediate dev, ajai fika senior dev. Why? Because senior dev or reaching that mastery, unasema uko na hii issue, hata umsata kuambia hiyo issue na solve hivi. It's not related to the standard of writing code, but it's the experience. Unaona? Now, how did that person gain those experience? Because ameandika this application more and amekuwa na different challenges which amesolve over and over. Okay. Now on the code standard, so those one you can deal nayo baadaye. And like in the course niliambiwa, by the way, something I didn't know over time. If your ID is giving a warning on your code, you're not merging the code. I'll be like, the ID ni ya kuandika code. So nikiwa na spelling mistake, ID inanipea warning, you're not going to merge it. And the guy was like, you're damn right, you're not going to merge it. Unaona? That is something you will not need during the line. Utafunzwa tu na msee mwenye amekuwa akicode na ameona hii kitu inambother over time. Nakuambia, make sure your ID does not shout. Unaona? Something I've been coding for, I think, over 5 years now. And kitu nimeambiwa jana. You get? So reaching mastery is more experience with the problem, issues, and bugs that you master over time, but not the standard of writing code. Standard of writing code ni kama nikuje nikwambie Sigu, tuko na alphabet na tuko na vowels, and you can combine them to make a statement. That's the standard. You know that standard. But now there's elements of pronunciation in American English, in Britain English and stuff like that. So after umekuwa na experience kuandika and doing research, unasema ukiwa hivi una translate hivi, una pronounce hivi and stuff like that. So that is something yenye mtu amejua over time, but the standards is for everyone, kind of. Yeah.
All right. So kwani Slack kwa na shida sasa nimeamua si Slack. So thank you Mavo. Thank you Tabi, thank you Magak, thank you Ruben, thank you Peter Mark, everyone else mwenye ameongea. Asanteni sana kwa kukuja. Fun Friday ina happen after every 2 weeks. Fun Friday tunataka inakuanga place tu ya kuongea. We just talk about our life. It's inaweza enda towards code ama inaweza enda towards Tabi anatry kutuambia ati alikuwa anaambia watu mwa kwa chat, but anatry kusema hiyo ni Kikamba. So just feel free. By the way, Mkamba mwingine isipokuwa Tabi atuambie mwa inamaanisha nini kwa Kikamba.
Mwa.
Ni
mwa.
Different ni?
Oscar intonation.
Ati mshtuko. Mwingine anasema ni
like Sigumwa.
Tabi utachapwa.
I'm stopping the recording immediately. Tafadhali, you're welcome for any other Fun Friday. What we do for Fun Friday is we don't keep your email and spam you with invites. If you feel like coming to Fun Fridays, kuna link nani yako nayo? Chantel, kuna link ulikuwa umetengeneza yenye itakuwa inaingia hapa, si ndio?
Yes.
Nili expect more information, but your link ni podi.community/ff to mean ni Fun Friday. So if you go to that link, Friday 4:30, in the next 2 weeks, itakuingiza tu kwa the next call for Fun Friday. Jua tu email sana tupendi kuweka jua hizo kwa spam watu sana. All right. Thank you very much. I'll stop the recording saizi so that kina Monique waanze kuongea.